Hey guys, it's Halo553. Welcome back to another Beyblade X unboxing and review. Today we're checking out a brand new deluxe set from Hasbro, that being the Deluxe String Launcher and Custom Grip set. That is certainly a mouthful. So going over the packaging quickly, as you can see, the packaging is very similar to the Hold Launcher Deluxe set we got last year, with nice images of the grip and string launcher plus the bay. This side just app stuff, on the other side just images of what you get, and on the back of the box it just goes over everything you get. It says custom grip, more control, so it shows you how that works, and it says optimize your grip, and then we have a viewing of the bay we get. So of course we have the Croc Blade, ratchet is 260, and we have the Quake bit. So let's get into this deluxe set. So here is everything you get in this deluxe set. So of course you get the bay, which is by Croc. You also get a string launcher, and you get a launcher grip. So let's go over everything you get in this set one by one. So first off, we have the string launcher. Now this is not a new product. We've gotten the string launcher a couple of times, but we have never gotten it in this green color before, and it looks really cool. Now, Chakara is going to release it in green string launcher later this month, but it's not the same as this one. So for the time being, this is a Hasbro exclusive string launcher, which is really cool. But it is the same string launcher we have gotten many times. There's nothing new here, molding or mechanical wise. It's still the standard right spinning string launcher. But still, really like the color on this. I think this is definitely one of the best colors they've done for a string launcher so far. And yeah, pretty nice to get it in a deluxe set like this. It's actually been a little while since it's been easy access to a right spin string launcher from Hasbro, considering that the last string launcher releases was in the anniversary set. But even still, really happy with this color. Next up, we have the launcher grip. Now this is a big deal when it comes to Hasbro releases, as this is the first launcher grip release we have had from Hasbro in 15 years. The last release of a launcher grip was during Metal Masters. That's a very long time ago, but it's still really awesome to see a launcher grip release. Now what makes this launcher grip release even more special, as this is a B4 release of a launcher grip. So this launcher grip was originally available only at Pacific events and whatnot, so a little bit harder to get over in like say Japan and whatnot. So it's actually really cool to be able to get this in a launcher set. Now it does come with the plastic grip accessories that the original grip came with. These are just plastic, not rubber. But even still, this is really awesome to finally get a launcher grip from Hasbro. I mean, myself and other bladers are really happy to see that Hasbro is listening to community feedback when we said we really wanted launcher grip releases, and it's very good to finally see one. Now granted, I do hope we do see a launcher grip release sold on its own eventually. I think that is definitely one thing we need to see. Don't get me wrong, it's really awesome to see this launcher set, but I do want to see the launcher grip, maybe just the standard black one, sold on its own, just in case for those that don't want to buy this set. But either way, this is an awesome way to get a launcher grip now from Hasbro. But now, let's focus on the bay that you get in this set. Now let's focus on the bay that we get in this launcher set. We have by Croc. Now this release is actually pretty special, as this is a re-release of Croc Crunch that was originally available through Core magazine through a mailway, which is really cool. I was never expecting Hasbro would, or even Takara would let Hasbro release this at all, but it definitely opens up the opportunity that we may see other Core releases potentially. But let's now go over the whole bay itself and its combo, so let's get started. First off, we have the Croc Blade itself. Now we've gotten this blade before back in Wave 2 in the dual pack with Sting Unicorn, but we now have it back in this really nice green metal coat. Now, Bike Croc is a remold of Shark Edge, so you are going to be seeing some very similar performance to that bay. Now, do keep in mind this blade is a tiny bit lighter than Shark Edge, and it's definitely not as heavy as the Octopus Primal retool, which is actually heavier than Shark Edge. But this is still a pretty decent attack type. Nowadays though, competitively, it's not great considering that there's many blades that really exceed it weight-wise. But if you keep it with other blades that weigh very similar to this, like Shelter Drake for example, this will still do really well competitively in certain lightweight tiers. Still really awesome green metal coat. I still cannot believe they've still released this version here in this set. Still, it's really great to get this. If you were having trouble getting the original Croc Crunch release from Japan, this is definitely going to be a very affordable way to get this release now. But still, really cool. Next up we have the 260 ratchet. Now this is not a new part, we've gotten 260 a couple times now from Hasbro. And yeah, it's not a good ratchet. 260 tends to work against the bay that is using the ratchet. It often leads to this bay really bursting quite a bit. But do like the colors on this, and it is keeping to the original combo that Croc Crunch originally released with. But still, really like the colors on this, not great on the practicality of the ratchet though. Finally for the bit, we have Quake. Now Quake is an attack type bit that we first saw with Tyranno Beat, but we now have it in this pretty nice like orangey red color. Now Quake though isn't exactly a great attack type bit. Its hopping gimmick can be pretty fun and actually does lead to some really fun battles, but its stamina is not good at all and it tends to lose its stamina exceptionally quick. Honestly, Quake is definitely one of those bits you can actually have a lot of fun with, but competitively you just don't see it that much because, well, its stamina drain, its hop, and just its wackiness doesn't really lead it to be very successful competitively. Don't get me wrong, some people can make Quake work really well, but definitely not a great bit to use on Bike Croc, for example. Definitely would recommend something like Low Rush or Low Flat. But still, really nice to be able to get Quake again. We haven't seen this since the Black Heel Shark, so pretty happy to see this released again. With this combination of parts, it makes Bike Croc an attack type, so just like the original release. But now, let's weigh up all the parts of this bay and see how much, well, they all weigh. Alright, let's now get some weights in for Bike Croc. So the Quake bit, that weighs 2.2 grams. 260 weighs 6.22 grams. And then the Bike Croc blade, this one weighs 33.74 grams. That's in the same ballpark as other Bike Croc blades currently out on the market right now. Now, it is a little bit lighter than the original Shark Edge, and it's definitely about 2 grams lighter than Optimus Primal, so it's not going to be the best competitive-wise, at least in the current meta, but still looks really cool. So let's put the whole bay together. So there's the full combo. Always loved the colors on this version. And altogether, Bike Croc weighs 42.03 grams. Not a bad weight. Now, let's try this out in some test spins and some test battles. Alright, so it's test spins time with Bike Croc and with the new string launcher and launcher grip. So yeah, I'm going to use this for the test battles with Bike Croc today. So let's try this out. So yeah, it's going to hop a little bit because of Quake. But yeah, the combo itself isn't good. That's one thing I will stress. As you can see, the stamina is just gone. Like, if you're going to be using Bike Croc, I definitely would recommend the combos that already work really well for Shark Edge and Primal. But I will say the string launcher and launcher grip feel really good. The string launcher feels a little bit heavy on its gearing, similar to the DAM Lottery launcher, but still feels really good. But let's try it out in some test battles.
see how quickly Quake's stamina quickly drains. It's a fun bit, but it's not a great bit. 260 for ya. So you can see all the paint chips it's taken so far. That's a good amount, but that's just the nature of metal coats. They do chip over time, but still looks really cool.
So that is it for my look at the Deluxe Launcher and Custom Grip set. It's still a mouthful. But anyways, this is still a fantastic deluxe set from Hasbro. Considering that this is the same price as the whole launcher deluxe set from last year, this is really great value. Considering that we're getting a Core exclusive bay, a B4 limited launcher grip, and the first launcher grip from Hasbro in a decade and a half, and a new string launcher that is, for the time being, exclusive to this set from both Hasbro and Takara. This is really great value. This is definitely going to be a must-buy, honestly, for anyone, even if you already own the launcher grip and Croc Crunch. I can definitely recommend picking this up any day of the week right now. Now, starting off with the string launcher and launcher grip, really awesome to see these here. It's nice to be able to get another string launcher outside of the Sword Phoenix Deluxe set and the Anniversary set, and in a brand new exclusive color. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a great way to be going to get a string launcher again, quite affordably from Hasbro at least. And for the launcher grip, yes, this is excellent. It's really awesome to see Hasbro finally release a launcher grip for X, and the first launcher grip release in 15 years. It still feels so weird saying it. It's still really great to see that they listened to feedback when a few people were saying, why don't you release a launcher grip? And very happy that we did, and with a very special limited edition release from Japan as well. Now, I do hope Hasbro does release a launcher grip on its own outside of this set. That is one thing I do think they need to do, even just in the plain black. That is definitely something I do want to see sold on its own for probably the same price as a wider launcher, hopefully. But even still, this is a fantastic release for a launcher grip. This is a huge win for Hasbro Bladers right now. Now, as for Bike Croc, this is a fantastic release from Hasbro. I never thought they would release a Core exclusive in a launcher set, or really in a release in general. This is a fantastic release, considering how much the original Croc Crunch goes for right now on eBay and whatnot. Now, the combo itself is honestly a bit crap. 260 is not a really good ratchet right now, and Quake is a very gimmicky bit right now. And the Bike Croc Blade, at least weight-wise, isn't great, and he's not exactly doing anything competitively right now. But even despite this, this is a fantastic release, and absolutely love it. I do hope we do see more, hopefully potentially Core releases in the future. I would love to see that, as this definitely opens up a lot of potential releases we may see from Hasbro in the future. But even still, despite the combo not being great, this is still a fantastic release overall. So my final thoughts on this set is really good. Considering that you're getting a Core Behi, a B4 limited launcher grip, and an exclusive string launcher color, this is some fantastic value, especially given that this is the same price as the whole launcher set. So yeah, if you don't have any of these items yet, definitely highly recommend picking it up. And hell, even if you already have these, go pick it up anyway. this is still absolutely fantastic. I am very, very happy with this, and this is definitely probably one of my favorite deluxe releases that Hasbro's done so far. So yeah, definitely can highly recommend picking this up. When you find it, of course. Because as of this recording, this is only available in Australia, as it's just come out at Toy World, and it's expected at KT Toys soon as well. But it should hopefully be hitting the US and all that, hopefully in the next couple months, hopefully. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Beyblade X videos in the future, and until then, I'll see you all in the next video.